Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are doing. I want to say that hope you're having a wonderful day. And today we're gonna be talking about how the real estate market it's what's happening, where is it going, and what to expect. But before that, let's drop that intro. All right, guys. I know that the real estate market it's really crazy. It's really going bananas. And hold on, want to make sure that you guys could hear me. Okay. So I know the real estate market right now it's going bananas. And it's true. And I'm here. I'm a realtor, and even I'm going bananas because it's not it's not what anybody expected. Many of us thought that it was gonna be a turnaround year, but it's not. It's I mean, if you're having a different experience, if you feel that your experience is like no, we having a phenomenal year, then drop it in the comments. Remember, this is a live chat. So if you drop comments, I'm able to see them and I might even answer. And if you have a question, I might even go in that direction and talk about whatever you might need help in. So don't be afraid on asking. Um, so yeah, and so everybody's just curious when this is gonna turn around. And remember, whatever I share is just my opinion. Um, I could be totally wrong, which if anything, it could be good. If I'm wrong and things start picking up, then hooray! I'll be happy that I was wrong. You know, I I'm not that prideful on certain things like that. Um, but if I'm right, mm, it's gonna be a long 2025. Okay, so but I'll share which how why am I feeling the certain way? Why am I coming out like this? And you know the numbers don't lie, or at least they tell us where are we going, you know. Um, all right, so let's get on with what I have to share with you guys. Because all this yapping around, what is Dany talking about? Let's do that. I'll share my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. Here comes my screen. Okay. So let's make this bigger. I really want you guys to see me. No, see the screen, not me. Let me see if I could do this. Okay. So this is the report from HAR. As you can see, it basically is talking about the the changes, right? What's happening in the market. Okay. Don't worry, we'll review some other data. But this is where I normally go to find out what's happening. Okay. Now, 2024, they comparing what happened last year to this year. It's total property sales for January. They had 6,000, and now they had a little bit more than 6,000, and 100 or less than 100, right? A little bit over 100, right? So that's good. I think that's going in the positive direction. And then total dollar value, right? The total amount, there was more, there was more volume sold this year compared to January 2024, compared to 2025. Total active listings. That means that everyone that is trying to sell their house right now, we have 37,000, almost 38. This year, wow, it went up 26.6. That is a big jump. But they saying total active listings. So I'm gonna come back to my opinion on that. And then single family home sales, pretty standard, not much of a change, only 1.28%. And then you have single family average sales price. It went up, it went up to it was 339,000. Now it's 406. That's a increase of 4.4%. Single family median sales price, it also went up. It was 320. Now it's 320. Now it's 325. Right here it says single family monthly inventory. Over here, I want you to guys look at this real quick. For the year of 2020, it was 3.2. Okay, that means 3 years. That means three months and 2 days, right? Meaning that it says right here, monthly inventory in below. I'm reading below. Monthly inventory estimates the number of months it will take to deplete current active inventory based on the 12-month sale. This figure is represented to the sale to the single family home market, meaning that if right now, as of today, nobody sells their home, it will take 3.2. Last year, it will take 3.2 months. Now in January and February, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Today in February, it will take 4 months. 4 months, 4.3. It will take 4.3 months to for the whole single family properties to sell out. So Dany, is this good or this bad? For buyers, it's good. For sellers, it's bad. And I'm gonna explain. Sellers don't want to wait 4 months. Simple as that. Sellers do not want to wait 4.3 months to get their property sold. What do sellers want? They want to sell their house yesterday, right before listing it. What do buyers want? Buyers want options. And I think I have come to the conclusion that too many options is not good. Because you take too long. You start being picky. You start like choosing houses over silly stuff. Oh, I didn't like that house because the walls were pink, and I like this house because the walls were white. You could paint them. You know that you don't need to paint them right away. So just in case you say, "Oh, I don't have money," you could do a house warm party or get together. Warm house. I don't even know how to say it. The thing is that you could not address the deal right away, and you could actually collect money and just do that. And the property with the pink house could probably be a better house than the other one. Silly stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be buying the house. It's gonna be you. So, and then it says in the bottom, Single family pending sales. This is people that are in the process of purchasing a house. Is 6,400 last year, this year, so that increased. So if you are a buyer, I think these are signs for you to get yourself moving, get yourself pre-approved. Okay, it's a good indicator. Okay, that things are going um towards your direction. Okay, it becomes a buyer's market. If we were just in the seller's market, when prices go skyrocket, you know. Um, but yeah, those are. And if you are a seller, if you don't want to be waiting 4.3 months to sell your property, well, guess what? Make sure you take care of your home. Make sure that you're not leaving everything for the last minute. I think that I have said this multiple times. I keep saying this multiple times, guys. Like, don't take care of your property. If you don't clean it from the inside, if you're not taking care of it, then guess what's gonna happen? You're not gonna get the max dollars that you're asking for. It's gonna stay there for a long time. You're gonna get upset. You're gonna get irritated. You're probably gonna end up firing your realtor, blaming them for something that it was your doing. We can only advise. We can only do certain things. We cannot just go and take care of everything for you. Okay, so other than this, let's look at other numbers. I know that there's a lot of things happening in the government, and I think that's another reason. I think that people in general don't feel secure of what's happening. Don't feel comfortable. I know that we all want changes. I know that we all want everything to be good, but sometimes stuff like this happens. So another review. It's what for the month of the last quarter of 2024. What were the most popular locations, areas that that people were looking to purchase. So as number 3, we have Cypress. We have the Cypress Creek South, 9, Bel Air, Tombow South, Lakewoods. Those are really nice areas. Those are Crystal Beach. I guess people was buying vacation. People do have money. I guess so. Porter, New Caney. There's a lot of constructions out there. Great properties, really under the 200s, 200, 230s, around there. Conroe, Northeast Conroe. I just did a video of Conroe, so you should stay tuned on that. It's gonna be a great video. Montrose, very good area. I actually have 2 listings in that area. Fulshire and Brookshire and Symington. Those properties, those areas are growing. New construction opportunities. Everything is just popping over there. So if you're considering on investing, purchasing a house is an investment. In my opinion, I know that a lot of people are saying that it's not. I still consider it. It's the way you see it. But if you don't have anything, if you are renting right now and you want to buy a house, then yes, I think so. Dickinson, I'm not a big fan of Dickinson, to tell you the truth, but that's just my opinion. If you say, Danny, but why you don't like Dickinson? It's close to Galveston. It's close to, the seaport and all that stuff. Every time it rains heavy, they get affected bad by flooding. So If I know something's gonna happen and it happened multiple times, if you don't believe me, just do your research. Do your research. And then you have Hockley. Hockley is also coming up. I just sold last year a property around there. It has some nice neighborhoods, so that's also a nice place to look, you know. But moving along, what else we have here? Oh no, it closed down. It closed down my. I think I could get it back up. Let me see. I'll continue with this. The quarterly reports, this is available for you. I won't go into depth into this because it's a lot, but this is available for everybody. This is your realtor that you can look into. But a lot of people are just interested in interest rates, and this goes back all the way since 2019, and then comes back. Of course, everybody enjoyed this time when rates were threes. And it's crazy because we are greedy. We are greedy because I remember when rates were at threes, people were saying, I want them to go down even lower. I know that if you are wanting, I mean, I want to be a billionaire, you know. But the thing is, it was a good deal. It was a good deal, and I had buyers still asking for things to be even lower. And this was the time. This was the time for you to take advantage and love and take advantage of this interest rate. Now, these people right here are screwed. If you purchase below 4%, you're screwed. Okay? And in a good way, it all depends how you see it. Because now that you have a good rate, now that you have an amazing rate, now that you have, like, you did it, you got it, okay? Um, most of these people do not want to sell. Most of these people, they're gonna see their property go up in price, but they're not gonna want to sell. Why? Because they are stuck. They feel they wanna marry the interest rate. Okay, and you don't marry the interest rate. You don't want to do that because then you get those type of feelings that you don't want to sell. Um, but you really need to know your numbers. You really need to know your numbers on what you want to be doing. Okay. I learned something. I learned something very painful and very true. Right. I had this client. One of my first high-end houses. It was over $500,000. I was so excited. Um, it was their dream home. It was their dream home. It was on an acre, perfect square. They built this nice, beautiful home. It, I mean, it was a nice home, okay? And the wife or they decided to sell it. Now in my brain, for me, it's like, why would you want to sell your home, your dream home? And I didn't ask, it was, but at the end, once we got it sold, I asked, like, I was like, why would you want to sell something that you worked on, something that you aspire to have? And they literally told me that they didn't want to feel attached to material stuff. And it was becoming at that point. So I know that you might say, like, that's dumb. I don't care, and that's fine. but there's some people that are just don't want to be attached. And going back to this is all material. You need to enjoy your life. And I know that I'm going off topic, but I understand you need to be wise with your money. You need to strategize what is best for you. Maybe it's just staying with the house. If you thinking that's it, you don't want the house. It's crazy, you know. But don't feel that you can't sell your house because you have a good interest rate. You know. Now, moving forward, if you're in the 6%, 7%, right? I feel you're in a better position because you can purchase right now. I know that things you're not gonna like the rate, but don't worry. You're not getting married with the rate. You're not stuck with the rate. What you're gonna do is you're gonna purchase, and then after that, you're gonna wait for it to come back down. And I'm not saying it's coming back down to this price, to this type of interest rate. I'm not saying that you want to do that. I'm saying you want to wait for it to come down, and then you refinance, guys. And then your mortgage payments will go down. And then at that point, you will have enough equity to either do a credit line or sell it for higher, or refinance and use that money to go on vacation or do something to reinvest. Okay. But unfortunately, these people right here, they don't have that option. All the options that they have is to do a credit line if they don't want to let go of their interest rate. So, but yeah, that's basically how interest rates are going. Let me see if I could get you this right here. This number right here is total prices in decrease. Let me get out of here. I want to show you something. No, this is not what I want to show you. Oh, it's right here. I want to show you something. No, this is not it. Oh, it's realist. Sorry. Remember, guys, if you have any questions, anything like that, I'll be more than happy to answer. Let me see if I can get this going. Okay, right here. These are similar months. This is similar information from what we saw. It's just that this is only based off the county, right? So right here, if I'm not mistaken, it has Harris County. So similar numbers. They said total closed sales monthly average is 2,600. This number has dropped 17%. And then total pending, it has dropped. But it's more, hopefully by the next year. Hopefully by next month, it continues to go up. And total active listing, this is all drop. So that means that the average are dropping. This is the same though. We on the other data that we saw, it said 4.3. This one says 4. So it's similar. Average days on the market, it's 48 days. That's more than a month, almost 2 months. And then total sales price. And then we see the activity over here. Activity prices. So it's pretty much the same across the board, not so much changes. Over here, I like to see this, whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. I think it used to be around right here, right in the middle, but it's like moving a little to buyer's market. And I think that's where we're heading towards. I think that we are heading towards a buyer's market, but not a clear one. I know that the government is trying to get this thing going, motivate buyers to purchase. Um, but let's see if that could happen. I know there's certain rumors about um, the government giving out another to give money back to the people. But maybe that motivates, and then plus your March is coming along with your tax refunds, so that all of that might just help a bit. But if I was you and I want to buy, I should be looking at the market, get with your realtor, get with your lender. That is your team. That is your core team. What is the strategy? What type of programs? What type of down payment assistance? And start looking at the market and look at your monthly, if that makes sense, and negotiate. There's a bunch of things of negotiations on the contract that can be done. All right, guys, that is all for today. I really appreciate you guys coming in and spending your morning. I need to head back to work. And till next time, have a wonderful day and God bless.